Just recently, a couple of my guys took care of completely revitalizing this floor, and it was somewhat of a textbook approach to improving the look of your garage floor. The first and most obvious step is removing everything from the floor itself. So this is really best done in conjunction with a cleaning day, or better yet, before you ever even move into the house. We found an epoxy coating kit at the home center that's designed just for garages, but doesn't work very well if you apply it over other sealers. So if you think your floor may have been sealed before, test it with water and see if the water beads up. Now, after a good sweeping, you'll need to remove any residue from oil spots. Unless they're brand new, most all garage floors have at least one or two of these. Mineral spirits and a stiff brush work well to loosen up the goo on the surface so you can soak up the oil with a rag or paper towels. In order for the epoxy to bond properly, the floor must be completely clean. So this manufacturer provides a mildly acidic cleaner in their kit, which you mix with water to prep the floor. Because it is acidic, a long-handled scrub brush is a good idea. Then you rinse the entire floor down thoroughly with clean water. We used a squeegee to get all the excess water out of the garage and to really speed up the drying process. This is also a good time to fill in any little small crack that you may have in your slab so that they won't be obvious in the finished floor. Concrete repair caulk works well for this, but you'll want to be sure that it and the floor are completely dry before applying the sealer. Because this sealer is epoxy, it's a little different than ordinary paint in that you have to mix two different parts together before you use it. Then, depending on the temperature, it may have to sit for a few minutes before you apply it. But once it's ready, you better be ready too, because after it's activated, there's a limited window of time in which the epoxy can be used. If the weather is warm, you may have as little as an hour before the coating becomes unusable, so no coffee breaks during this job. Work steadily, completing one 4-foot by 4-foot area at a time, always keeping a wet edge. After the coating is complete, you'll want to let it dry at least overnight before you allow any foot traffic in your garage, and at least 3 to 4 days of drying time before you bring the minivan in. Now, the big advantage of sealing a garage floor is it makes it so much easier to keep clean. When you break out the broom, it just sweeps a whole lot easier. And this particular coating had a little bag of confetti in it that we were able to sprinkle over the top of the finished coating, and it gives it a nice finished appearance, and it'll really hide the dirt.